This morning, moving on up, the state pushing up the date for the next phase of vaccinations, where health officials say the next group should get their shots.
And we're tracking the possibility of a light wintry mix into 608 today. We'll have what you need to know in that first warn forecast.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday, March 17th. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Could we make it any more obvious that it's St. Patrick's Day today?
Look at that graphic behind you. It screams St. Patty's Day.
Oh, I'm loving it. It's putting me in the spirit today, that's for sure. We've got some fun planned for you coming up in just a few moments you'll want to stick around for. First, though, the wait to get a COVID vaccine getting shorter for the next group approved here in Wisconsin. DHS moved that date up a week from March 29th to next Monday, the 22nd. Governor Evers says it's because vaccinations are moving along quickly.
We're excited about it, but it comes with that caveat of patience, like we've been preaching all along, and understanding of what some of the limitations are, and understanding that that vaccine is being distributed across a wide variety of vaccinators. And so that creates that scavenger hunt model a little bit.
UW Health and SSM Health are confident that they'll have appointments open for people in the new group soon. But Public Health Madison-Dane County still has several thousand to get to in Group 1B. So they're encouraging people in Group 1C, again, that's the one that's going to open up on the 22nd, to look to their provider or a local pharmacy for a shot.
And a reminder that next phase includes anyone 16 and older with an underlying health condition. There are 20 conditions on this new list, from heart conditions and asthma to cancer and diabetes, as well as those who are considered overweight or obese. That means if you have a BMI, body mass index, over 25, you are eligible. We have a link showing you how to figure out your BMI and a list of all the other qualifying conditions up on our Channel 3000 mobile app.
Another new study published in JAMA suggests that asymptomatic COVID infections in America may be twice the official count. They tested healthy adults for antibodies. Nearly 7% of those tested were positive, despite never reporting any symptoms. Using that data, they estimate that around 16 million asymptomatic infections had occurred in the U.S. as of October. Johns Hopkins University only has about 7.2 million cases in by that same time. New findings from the American Red Cross may further support those findings. In the first week of this month, they found antibodies in about 1 in 5 blood donations from unvaccinated people, 20% of antibodies from unvaccinated people, 11% of antibodies came from fully vaccinated people. The Red Cross says it's possible that nearly 1/3 of Americans may have COVID antibodies now.
The Wisconsin legislature will allow Pfizer to use its facility in Pleasant Prairie to ship COVID vaccines to the western half of the U.S. Passed last night, the bill effectively removes an obstacle that slowed shipments before. The bill now has to head to the governor for his approval. All 50 states now have at least 10% of their adult populations fully vaccinated. That's according to the CDC this morning. As of yesterday, close to 111 million doses of the vaccine were administered. That's nearly 80% of the delivered doses. Roughly 72 million people have had at least one dose.
iPhone users, a new update's coming to your phone that'll help you find a COVID-19 shot. Apple Maps now identifies locations where vaccines are being given out. All you have to do is ask Siri, where can I get a COVID-19 vaccination? Apple Maps is also marking areas where COVID testing is being performed. And if you need a ride to your vaccine appointment, you can use your phone for that too. Lyft is offering a new program to let users book a ride to get to their shots through, you can also fund a ride for someone else. Nonprofit partners like the United Way and the NAACP will help identify people who need a lift to get their shots. The organizations will prioritize at-risk people from low-income communities, as well as minorities and seniors. Time right now is 6:03. Checking in with Chris Reese and your first warn forecast here on a St. Patty's Day. Hey, Chris.
Hey, good morning to everyone watching at home. Good morning to you guys. Here's a couple of things you may need headed out the door today. No need for the sunglasses. We're, of course, cloudy again. The umbrella, yes. Perhaps a light jacket as well. We're going to see a light wintry mix at times today, but when it comes towards the road conditions, I expect them to mainly just be wet. Here's what we're watching on Doppler track right now. A couple snow snow showers trying to develop out towards the west, especially throughout north and western parts of the state. Temperatures are around or just above that freezing point. Then we're going to keep an eye on this right here. This is the overall area of low pressure that's really going to become a big deal as we go throughout today. We're going to be focused on the deep south. That's where a rare high risk level 5 out of 5 for severe weather does exist. In particular, we're watching the chance for a widespread significant tornado outbreak throughout parts of the deep south today. So of course we will watch this closely. This is something you may likely hear about in the news as we go through tomorrow if this does pan out the way it has the potential to play out. The strongest severe thunderstorms for them, we're on the cooler side of that. It's the wintry mix for us, but by the time we get towards midnight, a lot of that really begins to work its way further towards the south. And really, the further south you are, the more impact you'll have from this system. 32 our temperature right now. Winds out of the east and southeast at 6. 32 for Monroe. Janesville is above freezing at 34, but we keep these temperatures mainly into the 30s before our temperatures top out right around 40 in your day planner forecast there. Let's take it hour by hour. This is lunchtime. If you're headed out for lunch, don't be surprised if you see some snow, perhaps mixed with some rain and sleet as well. Then we start to move into the afternoon. You see the rain, but by the time we get you towards overnight tonight, most of that begins to move on down towards the south. 46 tomorrow. We're back into the 50s and upper 50s for the weekend, but shower and thunderstorm chances really begin to creep in into early next week. That's when we could be tracking the potential for a heavy rainmaker in the upper Midwest.
Boy, quite a stretch of 50s though, Chris. I can't complain.
It is a lovely stretch of weather, and I'm excited for it myself.
All right, Mr. Reese, thank you very much. 6:06 now. Lawmakers are looking into extending an important PPP deadline for businesses. The deadline for small businesses to apply for a loan from the Paycheck Protection Program is March 31st, the end of the month. Lawmakers approved another $7 billion for the program, though. That was included in that big COVID relief bill. But representatives say the money isn't helpful if the March deadline isn't pushed back. There is now bipartisan support to extend the program to the end of May. Developing right now, police in Oconomowoc are responding to what they're calling an active tactical situation at the Roundy's distribution center. Our news partners in Milwaukee are on the scene right now. They say the plan is on lockdown. No word yet on when the situation started or what exactly is happening there. No injuries have been reported. We are working to learn more this morning. We're going to bring you those updates as they come in.
Also developing this morning, a Georgia man is in custody for shootings that left 8 people dead, including 6 Asians. The Cherokee County Sheriff's Office accuses 21-year-old Robert Aaron Long of shooting 5 people, killing 4 at Young's Asian Massage Parlor in Ackworth, Georgia. 30 miles south of there, 4 more people were killed at 2 other spas. Atlanta police say it's extremely likely that Long is also a suspect in that shooting. Long was taken into custody after a manhunt that ended 150 miles south of Atlanta. 6 of the 8 dead this morning are Asian. Investigators have not said if the attacks were racially motivated.
The Sauk County Sheriff's Office has a new photo that could help them further their investigation of an unsolved murder at Devil's Lake State Park. They need your help identifying these people to talk to as potential witnesses. They made it clear in their Facebook post these people are not suspects. They just want to talk to them about what they might have seen. You might remember back in October, a 24-year-old man was attacked and killed while hiking alone on Grotto's Trail at Devil's Lake. Law enforcement was never able to make an arrest or even identify a suspect. If you have any information that could help, you're asked to contact the Sauk County Sheriff's Office.
A mother hoping for the safe return of a missing 15-year-old this morning. A small group gathered last night at the Capitol to hold a vigil for Tia Meggs. The Dane County Sheriff's Office says that Meggs was last seen Thursday getting into a car with somebody she knows at Wisconsin Heights High School in Mazomanie. That car was last spotted on Camden Road in Madison later that day.
We don't want any more drama on Facebook. We don't want any more accusations and all this being thrown around. We basically just want to make sure Taya gets home safe.
This morning, there's a $5,000 reward for anyone who brings the 15-year-old home in the next 72 hours. That money put up by the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. If you have any information, you're asked to call the Dane County tip line.
Instagram now working on a new feature to keep its youngest users safe. It will now restrict direct messaging between teens and adults they don't follow. It's also going to offer alerts for suspicious behavior. Other safety features include making it harder for adults to find and follow teens, and a new parent's guide that helps with safety tools, privacy settings, and more. Instagram says it's also developing some new AI technology to better predict people's ages.
6:09 coming up. Wednesdays, not too early to start thinking about the weekend, right? Of course it's not. Chris Reese has a big warm-up in store in your first warning forecast.
And also coming up, do I have what it takes to be an Irish step dancer? Well, we're going to find out as we go live with the Trinity Irish Dancers coming up in the 6:08 after the break.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider.
They do?
Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-531-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really? Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-531-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-531-4499.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
Over 10 years ago, we made a promise to redefine everything a truck can be. And while we've made good on that promise by winning back-to-back Motor Trend Truck of the Year awards, the work is never done.
During Ram Truck Month, hurry in and get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus $4,000 total bonus cash on the 2021 Ram 1500. Visit ram.com and see your local Ram dealer today.
One night, 3 ladies, and dozens of hits. It's the Ladies of the 80s tour, featuring Taylor Dayne, Lisa, and Evelyn Champagne King. Together live June 5th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster and at the Ho-Chunk Gaming gift shop. The red hot dance party you've been waiting for. Taylor Dayne, Lisa, and Evelyn Champagne King, June 5th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your grown-up getaway.
At Diamond Select, our on-site goldsmith can create a beautiful, one-of-a-kind piece. Whether it's repurposing an old ring or creating from a picture on the line, we're here to help you create jewelry of your dreams. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
We've talked about the weather for today. Let's go ahead and start talking about something I'm watching for early next week. That's the potential for heavy rain moving our direction in this part of the country. This is what's going to be out there today and tomorrow. We'll see sunshine for your weekend. Now we start to move into Monday. There's going to be a slow-moving cold front, and there's going to be an axis of heavy rain that sets up along with it as multiple waves of low pressure ride along that. By Tuesday and Wednesday, we really could be talking a soaker of a rain event that really begins to add up with the multiple rounds of rain. We could be measuring rainfall on the order of inches here in the Badger State. So this is your first warn. We're still more than 5 days away which means several changes are going to be likely. But as we get closer to this, we'll continue to update you on whether or not you need a game plan or whether or not you need to take action. But for now, we're your first warned weather team. We're also your certified most accurate weather team. We're giving you the heads up that we could be watching heavy rainfall potential in the 608 by this time next week.
All right, thanks for the heads up, Chris. 6:13 on St. Patrick's Day in the 608. We are celebrating big, Leah.
Quite appropriately, too. There's a group of Wisconsinites showing off their dancing skills this morning, trying to teach Josh Spreiter a thing or two. He's live at their studio in Wanakee to check out all the action. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. We've been watching this talented group behind me all morning long. We're with the Trinity Irish Dancers at their Wanakee studio, and we're going to learn a little jig this morning. That means me. I'm going to be out here doing this, but first we want to talk with Maggie Underwood a little bit. You're the assistant instructor here. You were telling me you've been dancing for 12 years. What got you in part of this group?
Well, my grandpa was actually in an Irish band, so we watched him at Irish Fest in Milwaukee, and we saw the Irish dancers there, and my mom said when I was 3, I just looked really engaged and excited, so she signed me up, and I've been doing it ever since.
And what's your favorite part about being a part of the group?
I think it's just the community and having, like, all your best friends dancing with you and doing what you love.
And this seems like something, obviously, all ages, all abilities as well.
Right, yeah, definitely. There's different levels, different ages, and it's just all one big family, honestly.
So this has been a little bit of a different year for you guys. Obviously, you're wearing masks. You haven't had to be socially distant, all of that stuff leading up to today, which is going to be a little different, but people can still check you out. And how can they do that today?
So you can check us out at TrinityIrishDancers.com, where you can maybe sign up your kid for Irish dance after watching the jig. We have virtual classes and we have in-person socially distanced classes.
All right, and you guys will be doing performances throughout the day. This is one of your biggest days of the year, right?
Yes, actually. During COVID, there's been less shows, but we're still trying to show what we love to the world.
All right, Maggie, so this is the moment we've been waiting for. You're not going to make this too hard for me, right?
Maybe.
Maybe? We'll see. Okay, so what are we doing here? This is just a simple Irish jig, right?
Right. So if you're at home watching, make sure to get up from your couch and get ready to become an honorary Trinity Irish dancer.
We're getting moving here.
Okay,
all right.
So the first thing you're going to do is put your arms by your side and don't move them because we don't do that in Irish dance. We got to keep our arms by our sides.
Okay.
So then you're going to point.
Point.
Knee.
Knee.
Put it in back.
Back.
And do 3 small steps. Step, step, step.
Step, step.
Do it again. Point, knee, put it behind, and 3 small steps. Step, step, step. Do it again. Point, knee, put it behind, and 3 small steps. Step, step, step. And do you think you can handle the special ending?
I think so.
Okay. So you go knee, put it behind again, and do 3 small steps. Step, step, step. And that's the jig.
That's the jig.
Yeah.
All right.
So, do you want to try it all together fast?
Let's do it. And can we get a little music going here as well?
Yeah. Ready, set, here you go. Point, knee, hop back, step. Point, knee, hop back, step. Point, knee, hop back. Knee, hop back, step. Good job, Josh.
Close enough, right? My first time.
Definitely. And the last thing we do as Irish dancers is we point and take a big bow.
A nice big bow. Look at that.
Yeah. Now you're an honorary Trinity Irish dancer.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again. Yeah, if you guys want to check them out, what is the website again?
TrinityIrishDancers.com.
All right. Happy St. Patrick's Day, guys.
St.
Thanks for
Patrick's
having
Day.
us. I know we're going to have a little bit more of a performance from them coming up here at 6:45. But for now, of course, St. Patrick's Day all across the 608. And we want to set it down to Taylor Lazenby live in Rock County this morning with how they're already celebrating as well. Hi, Taylor.
The news cameras here.
Hey, Josh, good morning and happy St. Patrick's Day. We have people coming on in for the breakfast this morning at O'Reilly and Conway's, and we are here with the owner, Joe. Joe, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great. It's going to be a great day, and I'm glad everybody is getting started right now.
So, Joe, I know you put a lot of work and effort in on making this such a great experience that people can come out and celebrate, but also making sure that those social distancing and precautions are in place. How did that work out for you guys?
Well, we've got a couple of different bars, and we're spreading the customers all around the facility. We also have an outside tent and parking lot that we're using as well. And we're spreading the picnic tables around the parking lot, and there's another third bar inside the tent, and so there's plenty of space and plenty of room to do whatever it is you feel comfortable doing.
Perfect. And I see you have already started out with the green beer. What are some other things that people can experience this morning?
This is our mean green liquid vaccine is what we call it. As far as what's going on today, the tent opens up at noon. We got bagpipers starting about 11 in the morning and goes throughout the day and night. We've got a reggae band actually in the tent at 4 o'clock. And of course, we're serving all of our Irish foods and all the activities that go along with that. It'll be running all day and probably go till midnight at least.
Perfect. So this is something for the adults and for the kids to enjoy as well.
You bet. Yeah, the whole family's invited to come down and enjoy the festivities.
All right. So guys, there you have it. We're at O'Reilly and Conway's here in Janesville. It's just one of the things that are here. It's safely distanced, and come on out and enjoy the fun. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
All right, Taylor Lazenby bringing us a little socially distanced fun there, and Josh Spreiter bringing us a little jig. We appreciate it, gentlemen and ladies. Thank you very much.
So remember, let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out to him on social media or email him at inthe608@wisctv.com for a chance to be featured. 6:19 coming up in our next half hour. Why working from home may be here to stay even after the pandemic.
And going over guidelines, how long you'll need to keep your mask on after getting vaccinated. Stay with us.
With a nursing degree, helping others went from a job to a career.
Celebrate Ashley Home Store's anniversary sale with our biggest scratch and save event ever. Come in today for special buys and doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus, no interest financing for 60 months. Then stop in store for your scratch-off card and win exclusive bonus offers. Ashley Home Store.
Cobison Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobison, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobison.com to apply.
Ready?
No.
No. Yes, you are. Are you ready to go to sleep for real?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Guess what? You get 2 kisses. Very good. And one more for good luck.
When 140-mile-per-hour winds come out of nowhere and try to wipe you off the map. When you look up and see sky where your roof used to be. When the power is out and stays out for 7 or 8 or 10 days. When the phone lines are down and the cell phones have all gone dead. You find out who your friends are. Because the worst brings out our best.
New 2021 Camry. Drive for only $199 a month. You've been waiting, and it's back. It's the Ready, Set, Go sales event at East Madison Toyota with huge savings on new 2021 Camry. Just $199 a month, plus complimentary first month's payment. Ready to save big? Then go now to East Madison Toyota. New 2021 Camry. Drive for only $199 a month at East Madison Toyota off I-90 and 151.
Every child, no matter their zip code, should have access to a great public education. As a former teacher and superintendent, I know what it takes. I've led schools to high student achievement, I've expanded preschool, and I've balanced budgets. My opponent can't be trusted. She's backed by Scott Walker, and she tried to cover up a $500,000 financial scandal. Our kids deserve better. I'm Jill Underly. As state superintendent, I'll always do what's best for our kids.
Cobison Buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving. So you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit Cobison.com to apply.
Celebrate Ashley Home Store's anniversary sale mattress blowout on now. Shop online or in store and save up to $1,000 on doorbusters like these. Plus, Beauty Rest doorbusters are now up to 65% off. And Tempur-Pedic mattresses for as low as $30 a month. Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share your morning with us. Kevin just killed it with this photo. Little snow, little sunshine, little cows.
That is right in your wheelhouse, Leah.
It's a dream come true.
Yeah,
slice
lovely looking
of heaven.
picture. Yeah. Thanks, Kevin, for sending that in. Share your morning with us. Just use the hashtag MyNews3Morning on our social media.
All right, there has been an upset in the race this year for America's favorite dog. Labrador Retrievers once again came out on top as America's most popular breed. Nothing new here. Labs have been #1 on the American Kennel Club's list of popular dogs for 30 straight years. The upset came with the #2 spot, which now belongs, get this, gentlemen, to the French Bulldog.
They're pretty cute.
German Shepherds previously held 2nd place since 2009. Those puppies are now in 3rd place, followed by the Golden Retriever.
I'm the only one on this crew with a dog, right?
You are, and I think you're the only one on this crew who doesn't really care for animals.
How does that work out? I love my dogs. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I got 2 little pups at home. We've had them for like 7 and 9 years. I think they turned 7 and 9 this year.
Oh, wow.
And it's actually our youngest dog. It's her birthday today. She was born on St. Patrick's Day. Her litter all has St. Patrick's Day themed names like Seamus and Jameson and Whiskey, and her name is Ale, A-L-E. So happy 7th birthday, I believe, to our sweet dear old Ale.
You have these little ankle biters, right? They're little
Man,
guys?
She's just this tiny little fluff ball.
Oh, look at him showing some affection, Chris Reese.
Oh, stop it.
We're proud of you. We're proud of you.
I miss dogs. I haven't had a dog in a while, but growing up, I had a black lab. He was the best dog ever.
Black labs are gorgeous. That's the kind of dog my fiance really wants to get. He wants a lab. I'm pushing for something a little bit bigger, like a cow.
I was gonna say, I will say, Jack was not an overweight dog, but he was 126 pounds.
Okay.
He was a horse of a lab.
Okay.
He really was. When I was younger, I used to try to ride him.
I'll take a black lab if it's that size. Maybe get some spots on it.
You never know.
Call it cow.
You never know.
Oh, man.
I always bring it back to the cows.
She really wants a cow.
I want a cow. Please.
Well, we'll see what we can do to get you a cow dog one of these days. But for now, we're going to be watching the weather out there, Leah, and temperatures are at 32 degrees this morning. Lots of us are in the 30s. Some of us are above freezing, though. So we're at 34 in Janesville, Mineral Point at 34, Platteville, good morning, at 33. Same for our friends in Lone Rock. Now, as we plan your day, we watch our temperatures begin to warm up. We're going to see a wintry mix at times. Sometimes it'll come down as snow showers. Other times it will come down as rain, as temperatures top out around 40. But we're watching multiple chances for heavy rain in that extended forecast.
Thanks, Chris. We'll be right back, folks.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. You can still enjoy our award-winning steak dinners with our new takeout and delivery service. We call it the High Point Steakout. Call in your order today.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart. Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
Spring is here, and it's time to refresh your home. Steinhoffel's has the largest in-stock selection of the newest styles at the lowest prices. Right now, save 35% store-wide on furniture for every room in your house. A new leather sofa for the living room, a mattress for the bedroom, or a solid wood dining set for the kitchen. And with patio season just around the corner, find the newest styles with savings up to 50%. So shop Steinhoffel's and steinhoffels.com.
There are endless ways to see the world. But when it comes to actually getting there and experiencing every soul-changing corner of it, there's only one. The Jeep Cherokee.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 84 months or $4,750 total cash allowance on select 2021 Jeep Cherokee models.
Uneven surfaces slow down your shoveling next winter. Let Concrete Lifting Technologies raise up your uneven pavement. Our minimally intrusive procedure uses polyurethane to level sunken concrete and provide a level surface. Why replace your concrete when you can lift it? For a free quote, call Concrete Lifting Technologies today.
Everything is relative. Travel, for example. A trip to Stoughton might seem like a long way, but if you're shopping for diamonds, it's closer than you think.
Diamond Select.
Importers of shimmering diamonds from the mines of South Africa to the streets of Antwerp and Tel Aviv. They shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to.
Diamond Select. Direct pricing saves you money.
On GIA certified South African diamonds.
Diamond Select.
Downtown Stoughton.
High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. You can still enjoy our award-winning steak dinners with our new takeout and delivery service. We call it the High Point Steakhouse. Call in your order today.
Ensuring equity, how Dane County is using new data to drive its vaccination efforts.
A dangerous severe weather outbreak is possible across parts of the country. Today, we're also watching a wintry mix right here in the 608.
Plus, it is St. Patrick's Day in the 608, and we're celebrating big with the Trinity Irish Dancers in Wanakee. That's coming up. Stay with us.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. It is indeed St. Patty's Day. If you didn't know, now you do, just by the look behind Chris Stanford. Look at all of those four-leaf clovers.
We're making it real obvious.
Lucky guy.
I know, right? I'm feeling extra lucky today. And a happy birthday again to my dog. My dog, Ale, 7 years old today, born on St. Patrick's Day.
What Chris isn't saying right now is he had completely forgotten this young pup's birthday until literally on air about 3 minutes ago.
In my defense, I have a lot of birthdays to remember in my family.
That's true. What do you got, 7 birthdays if you count the 2 dogs?
Yeah, I know. My wife, 4 kids, 2 dogs.
Busy man.
I know, right?
Busy man.
I'll forget my own one of these days. I know I will. All right, here at 6:30, we are keeping an eye on COVID-19 vaccine distribution data. The state trying to make sure the process is fair and equitable. Department of Health Service numbers now show some disparities in Wisconsin. 1 in 4 white people, so 25%, have gotten at least 1 dose in Dane County. Compare that to 10% of black people and 12% of Asian people. For Hispanic people in Dane County, it's fewer than 9%. UW-Madison Associate Professor Ajay Sethi hopes that these disparities will level out as distribution continues.
And we should be sort of concerned by that and make more effort to reduce those disparities now that we have lots of the vaccine options and also more supply to vaccinate people.
The state has said it's committed to the equitable and fair distribution of the vaccine, incorporating something called Social Vulnerability Index. It helps determine who has the highest risk factors for health inequities by zip code. Milwaukee County taking this a step further, expanding vaccine access now to people in these targeted zip codes. So folks living in these zip codes are going to be eligible to get the COVID vaccine in Milwaukee County regardless of any other eligibility criteria. The only requirement is that they're 18 years or older. This starts on Monday when the state is set to expand vaccine eligibility requirements. We'll have more on that coming up in the next 15 minutes in the Morning Sprint.
The CDC's latest guidelines loosen restrictions on how fully vaccinated people can gather and when they have to wear a mask, but there are some fine details you shouldn't skip over. Just because someone is fully vaccinated doesn't mean they can visit multiple households. That's according to Dr. Jeff Pothoff from UW Health. He says visitation only includes a single household. He says the risk gets higher with every household someone visits.
We don't want a situation where fully vaccinated people are visiting multiple households. That increases the chance that folks who are unvaccinated may be infected by those who are vaccinated if they come in contact with a household that actually is carrying the disease. So we have to be careful there for just a little bit longer.
Remember, being fully vaccinated only happens 2 weeks after getting a final dose of your vaccine. Masks also still required in public places like restaurants and grocery stores. Some promising news this morning. Doctors say a pregnant healthcare worker who got the COVID vaccine passed her antibodies onto her newborn. The woman was 36 weeks pregnant when she was given the first dose of Moderna's vaccine. The baby girl was born 3 weeks later, which is when doctors took a blood sample. Doctors say this is significant in the fight to protect kids from COVID. Scientists are still learning about how the vaccine interacts with pregnant women. Just yesterday, Moderna started its trial looking at their vaccine's effect on children.
Working from home is a product of the pandemic that is set to stick around. The number of U.S. job postings on Indeed.com that mention remote work or something to that effect have more than doubled over the last year. Most of those positions are in finance, law, therapy, and tech. Indeed's chief economist says the postings have continued to rise even as people have returned to the office. By contrast, food service, manufacturing, and tourism jobs offer the fewest work-from-home opportunities. Check this out. It's called the world's largest bracket. The NCAA March Madness bracket now up on the side of the largest hotel in Indianapolis. Just a day before opt-in games are set to begin. It's 47,000 square feet. It took 100 hours just to print it. Vinyl stickers make up teams in the tournament, and after the championship game, the winning team's logo will go up in the center and stay up there for a week.
A favorite character of March Madness from recent years is ready for the tournament to get going. Loyola team chaplain Sister Jean is now vaccinated and will travel to Indy to cheer on her Ramblers. She won't be around the players, but she'll still lead them in a pregame prayer over the phone. Sister Jean, by the way, she's 101 years old. Says she had to make some promises before getting permission to go to the tournament.
One of the things that they were worried about was that I was going to go down on the court. And I said, well, if I'm not supposed to go on the court, I'm not going to go on the court. And I'm not going to cause any disturbance. You know, I can't go down and, as I did the last time and receive their hugs, but they'll know that I'm there. I'm so happy I'm going. I just waited for the day that they would say yes.
Sister Jean says she doesn't think Loyola got a fair spot on the bracket this year. If Loyola wins against Georgia Tech and if U of I beats Drexel, the two Illinois teams are going to have to play each other in the second round. She says she wishes they could have been able to support each other rather than go up against one another.
Doesn't Sister Jean look great for 101 years old?
I was going to say, she's 101. She doesn't look a day over 62.
Yeah, I agree with you. Hey, and reminders, the Badgers will take on North Carolina Friday, 6:10. You can watch it right here on News 3 Now.
You know that's who is winning Mr. Reese's bracket, right, Chris?
Who's that?
The Badgers.
Well, I'll tell you, my typical team is not even on the bracket this year because they didn't make the tournament. But nonetheless, maybe Kentucky will be able to do it in a future year. That being said, we are watching a severe weather outbreak potential further down towards the south as we go through today. We have a rare high risk. That's level 5 out of 5 in the pink. You don't see this but once every several years. In fact, one of the last times that we had a big high risk that actually produced lots of tornadoes was almost 11 years ago at this point. Oddly enough, in some of the same areas. So we are going to be watching the deep south closely today. All these black dashes, we call that a hashed risk. This is your probability of seeing a tornado within 25 miles, and this could be a significant tornado outbreak as we go through today. So as we go through tomorrow, odds are you may hear in the news about the weather that happens down south. For us, we are much quiet this morning, or much more quiet anyway. 32 our temperature right now. The wind chill at 26 if you're getting ready to head out the door. Now, we have been watching radar all morning as some flakes fly throughout central and northern parts of the state. Some of those are trying to develop to our north and western counties, the Dells, back to Baraboo, over towards Prairie du Chien. We'll watch that closely, but overall, in your out-the-door forecast, no need for the sunglasses today. Yes to the umbrella. You might want a light jacket. Your commute's going to be wet roads as that wintry mix comes on in. Most of us are seeing temperatures that are above freezing at this point, but we take you hour by hour. We begin to approach lunchtime now, and that's where we could see a little band of snow and rain that moves on through here. By the time we get you towards the evening, it's definitely rain, as temperatures should be warm enough that cools off towards some snowflakes as things begin to wind down later on tonight. Tomorrow we'll see a mix of clouds and sun. Temperatures warm up towards 46, 48 on Friday. And then we'll see those temperatures into the mid and upper 50s with the sunshine for the weekend into early next week. I've said this multiple times this morning, really all the way since yesterday, we're watching that chance for heavy rainfall potential along with lightning and thunder.
Liking the looks of that thunderstorm forecast there, Mr. Reese. Thank you very much. St. Patrick's Day is making a comeback this morning after the date marked shutdowns for bars and restaurants across Wisconsin and the country last year.
Yeah, it was right around like this time. Like this was the first big day of shutdowns last year. It was wild when it happened, but this year things are looking a little bit different. One pub in Janesville plans to start celebrating early this morning. Taylor Lazenby is live at O'Reilly and Conway's in Janesville with more. Hey, Taylor.
Hey, Chris. Good morning and happy St. Patrick's Day. It feels good to be inside a restaurant again. And, of course, we're celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Joining me now is Joe Corna. Joe, how are you this morning?
Doing great. Doing great.
So, Joe, we know we're inside. Of course, we're socially distanced and we're doing it safely. How were you guys able to get all this together?
Well, I got a really good staff that concentrates on all the details and stuff like that, better than I do, and I think it's more up to the customer to decide how comfortable they are with how we're handling it. And so far so good, and we give people plenty of space to move around, and they seem to enjoy their time.
So right now it's during breakfast hours, and as you can see, there are some patrons in here, but you guys also have the option of getting it to go and also just eating outside.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lots of to-goes today. In fact, we've already got about 100 orders already in place that's set for a certain time already today. And then, of course, you can go outside. We got picnic tables and stuff out there. And a great big tent, too, that we have in case it starts raining or whatever else.
Perfect. So, Joe, last question. Just how long are the festivities going to last today?
So it'll go till about midnight, probably. We'll be wrapping up about midnight tonight.
All right. Well, there you have it, guys. Starting from 6 to midnight, you can come down here in Janesville and celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Josh, there you go. We'll send it to you, Josh.
Hey, Taylor, thank you. To the north of the 608 this morning, we are live with the Trinity Irish Dancers in Wanakee, celebrating St. Patrick's Day when News 3 Now this morning continues.
Max your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off. Plus, get 4 years free financing and get tax included on purchases over $499. Two-piece sofa and love seat or sectional, just $899, tax included. Max your tax refund at A1 Furniture.
With Herzing University's Everywhere Classroom, you can earn a degree in today's hottest fields online. For a limited time, we'll waive your enrollment fee. See what your career can turn into. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Menards has the flooring options for any room in your home. Whether you're looking for that timeless look, a bold contemporary style, or a sense of comfort, we've got you covered with Mohawk Flooring. Perfect Seal Excel laminate flooring clicks together easily and is waterproof. Just $239 per square foot after 11% rebate. Plus, get free laminate underlayment after rebate. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
To the thousands of Herzing University nursing and healthcare alumni, for your tireless commitment, and to all of your brave colleagues across America, we say thank you.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Match your tax refund on a new mattress at A1 Furniture. Top brands on sale. And get tax included on any purchase over $499. Plus, get 4 years free financing. With Queen Pillow Top, just $349. Match your tax refund on a new mattress at A1 Furniture.
Tonight on CBS,
The competition heats up on an all-new Tough as Nails at 7, followed by a new SEAL team at 8. And at 9, Mumford returns to work a 15-year-old cold case that holds a personal connection and leads to the discovery of a dangerous drug ring on SWAT. Then on News 3 Now at 10, the latest news and weather you need before you go to sleep tonight.
Welcome back. It's St. Patrick's Day in the 608, and of course we're celebrating big. There is a group of Wisconsinites showing off their dancing skills this morning.
Josh Sprider is live at their studio in Wanakee to check out the action. He got to try a little jig himself last time we talked to him. How do you think you did, Josh?
Hey guys, I think I did pretty well. I mean, it was just the basics, so just kind of learning the stepping and the footing and all that stuff. But yeah, a lot of fun here at Trinity Irish Dance Studio. We have got the instructor here, Danielle Barini, and you welcome us in. You've got a little bit of a younger group here now behind us.
Yeah, we do. We have some of our younger dancers ready to show you our triangle jig. Dancers can start at Trinity as young as 3.5. And they learn pretty quickly, and already some of these dancers have only been dancing for about a year, and they're performing, ready to dance in their first St. Patrick's Day shows this season.
What's pretty unique is you do have that wide age range, right? Because we had some of the other group, they were a little bit older. Now you've got the younger folks out here.
Yes, yeah, we have dancers from ages 3.5 all the way up to high school age dancers, and even some dancers in college. So anybody that would like to join us can visit TrinityIrishDance.com and try out a free class.
So what are you guys all about? You know, why is dancing, especially for these kids, important?
Yeah, so Trinity is all about empowering children, communities, and the world through the power and grace of Irish dance. And dancers in Trinity learn mentorship, they learn resilience, they learn leadership skills. We have a really unique program that focuses on teams, performances, and solo dancing. So dancers really learn how to dance with each other and unite as a team, and they learn so many different skills other than just Irish dancing. It's a really unique, great program for kids.
So COVID has kind of changed things for you guys. You're going to be doing some virtual performances today. Where can people check you out?
Yeah, we're going to be doing virtual performances and socially distanced in-person performances. So if you'd like to see any of our shows around the Madison, Milwaukee, or Chicago area, you can visit TrinityIrishDance.com, and all the locations for all of our shows, as well as our locations to try out a free class, are on that website.
All right, and this talented group, they've got a performance for us, right?
They do.
All right, let's do it, kids. How about that, guys? The Trinity Irish dancers here in Wanakee this morning. Some of their younger folks, you know, they taught me a little bit of an Irish jig last half hour. It is a lot of fun, especially if you put some practice into it. You can have a lot of fun with a really good group of talented folks here in Wanakee.
Josh, after last half hour's moves, I really thought you'd be joining them. Come on.
No, the spotlight's on them this morning. You guys got enough of me last hour, or last half hour at 6:15. But maybe I'll practice a little bit more over the next year, and we'll be back here again next year, and I'll show a little bit more of those skills. How about that?
I expect to see some of those clips on social media. Mr. Sprider, dancing the jig for us this morning. Thank you very much.
I'm certainly in the St. Patty's Day mood because of those dancers this morning. Chris Reese, Hit us with the forecast for St. Patty's Day, huh?
Hey, absolutely. We'll see a little bit of a wintry mix out there today. A couple of snowflakes may mix in, but I really expect green to be what shows up on the radar. Now, once this system moves on out of here, we'll clear things out in time for the weekend, but my focus is already into early next week. That's when a heavy rainmaker could target the upper Midwest in a big way. We could start measuring rainfall in the amount of inches before all is said and done, and we could see perhaps 2 to 4 inches of rain. So with our first chance at seeing a real springtime heavy rainfall on the way, we want to hit you with that first warn. Just a heads up that we're watching this system. Of course, we'll keep you up to date as we get closer.
We know you will. Thank you, Chris. Stick around. The morning sprint is coming up after the break.
But first, if you have a little kid turning 3 soon, let us know so we can share their picture on TV. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
It's time to march into deer season. Get your John Deere X350 for just $76 per month. Get a John Deere now and
power up at Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
Celebrate Furniture and Appliance Mart's Anniversary Appliance Blowout. Shop in-store or online and save up to 43% off in-stock special buys, like side-by-side fridges for $849 and special no-interest financing at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Get the max out of your tax refund at iMart Express. With 2 pairs starting under $40, you'll spend less on the have-tos and keep more for the want-tos. Our prices won't break the bank. Your tax refund goes further at iMart Express.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the cheeseburger pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's.
Your parents spent years taking care of you, but as the years go by, it becomes your turn to take care of them. This might mean trusting a nursing home, which promises to care for them as cherished loved ones. But if the nursing home you've chosen is not keeping their promise, we can help. If your parents have been injured in a nursing home, call Habish, & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Goldman Cars is breaking into spring with huge savings. You can get a 2016 or 17 Dodge Grand Caravan starting at $10,995 or $175 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2016 or 17 Dodge Grand Caravan at only $10,995 or $175 per month.
Don't miss out on these huge spring deals with over 500 vehicles in stock.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Dealing Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
For over 25 years, Fry Construction has provided excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by so many of your neighbors and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. In honor of our 25 years, we're offering 25% off gutters or insulation with any full roof project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Celebrate Ashley Home Store's anniversary sale with our biggest scratch and save event ever. Come in today for special buys and doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus, no interest financing for 60 months. Then stop in store for your scratch off card and win exclusive bonus offers. Ashley Home Store.
It's time to march into deer season. Get your John Deere Z700 for $121 per month. Get a John Deere now and
power up with Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
Dane County Regional Airport's Light of Lights. Fun and safe for everyone.
6:51, time for the morning sprint.
A 21-year-old is in police custody after 8 people, including 6 Asian women, were shot dead inside 3 massage parlors in Georgia. Investigators are now looking into whether this was a hate crime, though they added the motive for the killings is still unknown. A CBS News report we first told you about last week found anti-Asian hate crimes more than doubled in major cities in 2020.
Wisconsin Representative Francesca Hong issued a statement on the shootings overnight, saying that she is shaken, enraged, and broken by the violence. Hong says she'll fight for her fellow Asians and Asian Americans' right to exist. She says no one should live in fear in the U.S. or in Wisconsin, but it's not the current reality. Hong is the first Asian American to serve in Wisconsin's legislature. Breaking news in Oconomowoc we're tracking this morning. Police there responding to what they're calling an active tactical situation at the Roundy's Distribution Center. Our news partners at the scene say the plant is still on lockdown. No confirmation of any injuries or what exactly is going on, even when it started. Within the last 30 minutes, though, we have learned that a police chase also ended in nearby Milwaukee, but police wouldn't say whether the incidents are related.
We're taking a live look now at the U.S. Capitol, where the House of Representatives is expected to reauthorize the Violence Against Women Act later today. This is the landmark law from 1994 that strengthened domestic violence protections for women. The measure expired 2 years ago. It's expected to pass the House, but could hit a roadblock in the Senate. Reauthorizing the act is a key campaign promise of President Biden's.
People eligible in the next phase of Wisconsin's vaccination plan can get vaccinated a week earlier than planned. The DHS has moved up the timeline by a week to this upcoming Monday, the 22nd. Governor Evers says it's happening because Wisconsin's moving along pretty quick with vaccinations. Certain vaccinators, though, may have more availability than others. You can find everything you need to know on our website.
A second state is now lifting age restrictions on their COVID vaccines. Mississippi made the announcement yesterday. Alaska is the other state that expanded access to all adults. More than 72 million Americans have received at least one COVID vaccine dose. 39 million are fully vaccinated. 7 jurors in the Derek Chauvin case will be called back to court today. They were all selected before the city of Minneapolis settled with George Floyd's family. A judge is going to question them via Zoom to see if they've heard anything about it. The court didn't seat any new jurors yesterday. Several said they couldn't be fair and impartial.
The Wisconsin legislature moving to protect conversion therapy. The heavily criticized practice attempts to change gay and transgender people's sexual orientation. The legislature placed the rule in committee, which effectively blocks a potential ban on the practice for the rest of the legislative session. Tiger Woods back at home this morning after his car accident. The golfer posted a message on Twitter saying that he is still recovering, but is grateful for the support and encouragement. He also thanked the medical staff who helped treat him. Last month, Woods' SUV crossed a median in L.A., hitting a curb and a tree before landing on its side. Tiger Woods had to get a screw, pins, and a rod in his leg. Investigators believe the crash was an accident.
Texas's Attorney General is suing an electric company for allegedly gouging customers during the state's massive outage. Customers were shocked to see energy bills from Griddy worth several $1,000s for just a few days of service. People who have already paid the unexpectedly high electric bills could get a refund if the suit is successful.
Target plans to add a small store on State Street. It's going to go right where the Under Armour store used to be. The news confirmed on Target's website and permits filed by the city. The website didn't indicate exactly when that location would open. We do know that Target has been expanding its small store format around college campuses across the country.
President Biden plans to celebrate St. Patrick's Day by meeting virtually this morning with Irish Prime Minister Michael Martin. The two will also take part in a Friends of Ireland live stream hosted by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. March 17th marks the assumed date of St. Patrick's death 1,500 years ago.
We're at 32 degrees this morning and cloudy. We're going to be watching that chance of rain showers, even mixed with some snow at times, coming our way as we go throughout your Wednesday. 34 in Janesville right now. Good morning to Boscobel, also at 34. 33 in Prairie du Chien, and 32 for our friends in Watertown. Plan your day. Here's how it plays out. Lunchtime, we may see some snowflakes that eventually becomes raindrops. Temperatures top out right around 40. And of course, we are still watching that chance of heavy rain as we begin to move into early next week.
Thanks, Chris. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. Join us tomorrow.